Taiwan, no none other than the land of good food. Thank you for clicking it because this video is gonna be your all-in-one ultimate Taiwan food checklist that you want to bring along for your next trip. All details for food mentioned will be listed in the description below. Are you hungry? Let's get started! Sweet potato balls is a very popular Taiwanese street food and also my personal favorite. It has a very unique texture with a fried crunchy layer while the insides are soft like mochi. Here we're trying a new version which has custard inside, but didn't really like it and I'll still stick with the original version. And yes, this is the Stinky Tofu, which is Taiwan's well-known delicacy people either love or hate. This version is what we usually find in the night market, the deep-fried version with a crispy crust and soft white insides. The spicy sauce here makes it simply delicious and my mouth waters just by smelling it. Another hot favorite here in Taiwan, and it's the Scallion Pancakes. These extra crispy, flaky, light and chewy pancakes resemble closely to an Indian flatbread or a prata with a savory scallion taste. This particular store is unique for how it's made one of its huge pancakes before cutting them up into smaller pieces to be served. Next up, we're having this handmade dim sum called chichong fan. Its skin is made of rice noodle rolled up together with your selection of ingredients. Here, we're trying out the pork, chicken and shrimp all in one flavor. It's made on the spot and placed into a steamer where it's quickly cooked, cut and served with light soy sauce. Tang Yuan is a Chinese dessert made of glutinous rice flour served either hot or cold, with or without fillings. We happened to chance upon this Tang Yuan shop during our attempt to get out of yet another sudden downpour. We ordered the sesame-filled Tang Yuan, served in warm tea base. It is chewy, sweet, and the warm black sesame oozing out of every bite makes it simply delicious. Pepper cakes are actually buns filled with minced pork, pork slices and chopped chives in a thick flour dough. The buns are baked in a tender-style stone charcoal till they turn golden brown, scraped off the wall and served. The sesame-crusted golden brown bun is moderately thick and chewy. The meat is juicy, sweet, peppery yet savory. The most popular pepper cake store would be found in Raohe Street Market, but you can easily locate other vendors in other street markets. Who doesn't love the ball-shaped Japanese snack Takoyaki? This store is prominently located in the middle of Fengjia Night Market, Taichung, and has quite a queue even when it's nearing midnight. The takoyaki balls came with a generous serving of bonito flakes and takoyaki sauce. They were super affordable and yummy snack to share. Wang is a must-visit place for delicious Braised Pig Trotters. My mouth still waters at the thought of the tender and flavorful taste. The pork feet are boiled for a long time, hence they're very soft and moist, braised in a slightly sweet and savory sauce until the meat falls off the bone. Did you know pig's feet is actually recognized as a beauty food because of its rich collagen, protein and low-fat content? Such a win-win situation for someone like me. I urge you to try this, you will love it. Are toasted with scallion oil, infusing its mouth-watering aroma and flavor of the seasoning sauce. It's a simple dish, but nothing short of a homey, delicious bite. We ordered wontons as sides to go along with the noodles. The pork minced filled wonton came in a huge portion and was served in warm soup. Definitely a comfort food for any day. Fan of bubble tea, you are sure to have to make this visit to Chun Shui Tang, the origins of boba tea itself. They are known to be the first boba tea creators and make the most authentic bubble teas. Their many selection of bubble tea is crazy big and took us forever to finally decide on something. We didn't get to try too many dishes, but we have to say the most delicious carrot cakes and mochi we have is right here. Another version of Taiwan's favorite Stinky Tofu is one served along the night markets, fried in oil before serving with a special house sauce with pickled veggie at the side. One mouthful of tofu with veggie just makes the perfect combination. These crepes are one of the few not exactly local delights that I love to introduce to you guys. They are unique for their soft, chewy texture instead of the usual hard crepes. I'm having right now is the banana brownie one, and damn, the chunks of the brownies are big. It's simply yummy together with the cream and cream. Definitely a must try for crepe lovers. One of the places I have made a mental note to visit again is for sure this one. A serving of warm soup, steamed tofu and intestines paired with glass noodle on a rainy day is nothing short but a perfect meal to me. You get to pick your own ingredients from the pot and they'll cut it up for you and serve it with a serving of delicious glass noodles. My favorite drink here in Taiwan is for sure the green bean milk ice blended, even better than boba tea in my books. The blended smooth green bean and thick milk base makes a perfect combination along with the ice, blended all together. A total must try if you see one. This is not my favorite chicken experience. Unlike Taiwan's well-known fried chicken you find in night markets, this version is the grilled version and is called massage chicken for its uniqueness of massaging the chicken before grilling it. I tell what the hype is about because it tasted really normal as compared to its higher price as compared to other fried chicken. So I wouldn't say it's a must try here. This is another specialty in Taiwan that you can find along their street markets. This looks a little bit of a mess, but they are basically intestines, tofus, beancurds. They're all braised and you can basically pick what you want. They will cut it up for you and they will serve it along with some veggie and it tastes really delicious. But I would say it's a little bit salty to go along, so it would have been great with some noodles or rice. If you have a sweet tooth like me, this is a for sure must try. The mochi is served on a stick and barbecued until the outer layer hardens with soft chewy insides. Other than condensed milk, there are also other flavors you can choose to pair it with. You can't ever miss out a good old classic warm beancurd and crispy youtiao breakfast when you're in Taiwan. A great way to kickstart your day here with a traditional breakfast. Usually the locals order a warm beancurd paired with either youtiao or tong big pancake. Miyahara is a tourist-known place here in Taichung and a must-go place for delicious ice cream. They have plenty of flavors and it's so fancy looking with all the other delicious toppings, and I would say it's a definitely shared portion, and the price can be a little bit high up for usual ice creams, but an experience nonetheless. If you are traveling on Taiwan's HSR, you'll for sure have to pick up one of these delicious bento to make your ride complete. The braised meat is tender and savory, pairing well with its egg, tofu, and other veggies. A perfect train bento lunch experience you wouldn't want to miss. Our tofu is in a mini steamboat version. You get to pick your own ingredients and they will cook it up for you like a steamboat. The smell of the soup is mouth-watering. We picked pig intestines and some beancurds, as well as, of course, the stinky tofu. I just love the taste of it. It makes such a perfect dish, especially on such a cold day like this. All-time famous Achol Miswa. Everyone and anyone will recommend you to try this out when you visit Taiwan, or that you have already probably tried it. This is a Taiwanese-style vermicelli called miswa. It contains oyster and chewy large intestines. It's located in Ximending Night Market, and you'll never ever catch it without a queue. But no worries, the queue moved real fast, so make sure you get to try this. Taiwanese braised pork rice, also known as lu rou fan, is a sinfully delicious meal made out of luscious chunks of pork belly, drenched in sauce over a bowl of piping hot fluffy rice. This comfort dish originated from Taiwan and is a classical local favorite, especially for its extremely affordable price and serving size. It tastes a bit plain on its own, so we will recommend you to get a few side dishes such as tofu or intestines or veggies to go along with the rice. Churros topped with granulated sugar and cinnamon, warm, chunky yet soft with every bite. Heaven for a sweet tooth like me. The vanilla soft serve that is not as sweet paired well to soothe the palate in between bites of the churro. This is a Korean store that opened here in Taiwan, regardless, still a must visit for me. Fried Chinese bun, also known as Shui Jian Bao. This is a Taiwanese pan-fried bun filled with leeks and dried strips or pork or chicken, and they're basically fried, cooked or steamed in water and can be found in many of the Taiwan night markets. Kind of like the softer version of a pepper cake to me. This crushed ice comes with an abundant variety of toppings such as red beans, yam balls, grass jelly, sweet potato balls, beancurd topped with milk and sweetener. You can select either warm or cold base before you choose your ingredients off the shelf to be put together. Something like black ball or nine fresh here that we can find in Singapore. Red bean cake is a Hong Dou Bing, also known as Taiwanese car wheel cakes. It comes with a range of flavors such as a black sesame, peanut, taro, tuna, corn, and many more. Here I'm having the traditional red bean flavored one, which surprisingly was not as sweet as I expected, with chunky azuki beans instead of a smooth paste. Delicious nonetheless. These are definitely not my favorite, and I'm still figuring out why there was such a hype over these buns. Very mediocre buns that were pricey for its size and taste. Would say to skip it if you do encounter it. We found this store online recommended for its popular croissants, and a huge croissant fan like me has got to check it out. These buttery cinnamon mocha croissants make a perfect afternoon snack for any dessert lover. The apple strudel one tastes sweeter and more refreshing along with the crispy bun. Time for another Stinky Tofu variation, and this time in a stew. And also one of my favorite ways to eat it. Since it is a stew, it's more fragrant and flavorful as compared to the hot pot. The tofu fermented taste is especially strong for a wholesome experience. All served with a warm bowl of rice that makes the perfect meal. Compared to the silky smooth soybean curd I usually have, this one has a slightly rougher texture, yet delicious and chewy nonetheless. The egg rolls were warm and fluffy, paired along with my favorite floss, and also some special sauce that makes the combination of the meal. Traditional mochi is served with peanut and sugar powder, and these little pieces of stretchy mochi dipped into the sweetener is just a great snack to have along with warm tea. This store that we went to is especially popular for its mochi, so be sure to check it out. Spotting a visible spot in popular train stations is the bright and yummy looking Mr. Donut store. And what makes these colorful babies extra special is its extremely chewy texture and fluffiness. It isn't as sweet as most donuts, so it feels less sinful, but it's chewier and also just makes the whole experience so perfect. Another must-try all-time favorite here in Taiwan is the cheese potatoes you'll find in night markets. The mashed potato is dipped and battered with breadcrumbs before being fried. You get to pick a combination from the menu depending on which ingredients you like. We chose the basic bestseller, which includes ham, corn, mushrooms, eggs, and more before it gets a generous coating of cheese all over. The crunchy outer layer and soft mashed insides melts together with the cheese inside your mouth. Insanely delicious. I've always been a fan of oyster pancakes, and the Taiwanese way of cooking it is by far my favorite. If you're an egg and seafood lover, this is the perfect combination of both. Potato starch is what makes their pancakes so unique, giving it its elastic, pooly texture. And also their secret sauce drizzled all over pulls everything together. Can't get over how special this dish is to me, and definitely would recommend all to try this. What better way to beat the summer heat other than an ice-cold sweet treat? Snow ice is one of Taiwan's most well-known classic dessert and comes in many different flavors. Not exactly the same thing as bingsu, but it's just as good, or even better. It's made of flavored ice with a milk base cut into thin pieces topped with ingredients. Here we're having the chocolate ice shaved with crushed Oreo sprinkled all over it, along with waffles and biscuits. We would recommend tropical fruits for first-timers as those are more classics. Also known as tanpings, Scallion Pancakes is a classical roadside snack or breakfast well loved by Taiwanese. They come in different toppings to choose from, such as bacon, ham, meat floss, etc. But here, we're keeping it simple with just some melted cheese for a savory taste. The Scallion Pancake is crispy, however still chewy after being fried. Simply delicious. Taiwanese fried chicken is commonly found as a street snack in the night markets of Taiwan. It consists of bite-sized pieces of chicken coated and fried with flour and seasoning mixture. A must-get pocket food to munch on as you shop your way through the night market. Last item on this list to complete your Taiwan food trip experience would be to try out a convenience store packed meal. Sitting inside a convenience store and eating warm food is an experience you wouldn't want to miss. Here we picked up the Coco Ichiban bento to try out. You can always pick the 7-Eleven brands ones, but this one really caught out to us. The overall bento was of a high quality and actually felt like a full-blown meal to us. Delicious and fulfilling for its price. That concludes everything I ate in Taiwan for this trip. Is your personal favorite in this list as well? Or are there any must-try food that I have missed out? Let me know in the comments below so I can be sure to try it out on my next visit. Hope you guys found this video useful, and remember to give it a thumbs up if you did, subscribe to my channel for more such videos, and I will see you guys in my next video.